directo. Espérenme tantito. A ver, espérenme, tengo que poner chat. Aquí está. Hey, ¿cómo está, gente de YouTube? Aquí un nuevo directo para el canal. Están nosotros nuevamente en Genshin Impact. Y espérenme, voy a acomodar un poquito la cámara. Pues bueno, el día de hoy vamos a hacer lo que es el rito de la linterna, que finalmente ha salido este evento y la verdad que me llena de emoción. Y olvidé usar mi resina, espérenme tantito que tengo que regresarme. Reclamé toda excepción de la resina y se supone que me iba a quedar esperando que cargara. Ay, Dios mío, estoy inmenso. A ver, tengo resina concentrada y vaya por Dios que, que va a tardar un chingo en ponerse otra vez eso. Hasta las 4 según yo va a estar mañana. Un poquito antes, un poquito después. No sé qué fue lo que puse, creo que probablemente puse otra etiqueta. No voy a estar hablando muy fuerte, chicos, porque aquí en mi casa están durmiendo. Así que por eso voy a evitar hablar fuerte. Espero que sí se me esté escuchando bien. Katie y Charlotte. ¿Qué onda, Kiki? Hace mucho que no te víamos. Una cometa.
It seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's lantern rite is kites.
So that's why Paimon has seen so many floating in the sky.
Mensa.
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that lantern rite should change in turn. The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. After all, it is said that the stones of another mountain
Muy buen dicho.
better polish one's own jade.
Me encanta el dicho.
Remember my business meeting with Tianquan Ningguang the last time I was in Liyue Harbor? That's what it was about. But
Entrevistó a Ningguang. Me acuerdo de yo.
Ningguang to some interesting people. I'm not sure that quite counts as fostering cooperation.
In the end, we decided to combine Liyue's traditional art of kite making with Fontaine's mechanical vertical lifting device.
Qué buena idea.
Lifting device? Sounds pretty impressive.
Claro que sí.
But don't kites just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something mechanical?
Well, you've actually just answered your own question, Paimon.
Para generar el viento.
A kite can fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string.
But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point.
Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans after all. It's about time we had the power to make a kite fly, don't you think?
Buen pensamiento, Kiki.
Make it to enjoy, the more people will want to participate.
Bien pensado.
Right? I also thought it was a novel idea. Plus, it shouldn't cost much to do.
With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone smoothly. Our new mechanical kites are already available to purchase from a stall in the harbor. We're having trouble keeping up with demand. We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price. We didn't want it to be too much more expensive than a traditional kite.
Sí, me imagino.
Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with toys just as much as Paimon.
Vaya.
Toys? They're not exactly...
La cagaste, Paimon, la cagaste.
You see, Miss Kuching, that does seem to be everyone's first reaction.
Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural relics, outside of their use in certain ceremonies, I suppose they're considered playthings more than anything now.
La cagaste, Paimon.
There's so much more than that.
Ese es mi Kiki.
For a second, about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this slight piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions. There's an old poem that goes, "O kite born of paper, flying true and sound, a lone traveler wanders, just waiting to be found."
Vaya, demasiada historia para un cometa, pero bueno, me agrada que tenga ese
In the
pensamiento.
past, poets from Liyue used kites to symbolize a feeling of longing
Vaya, es neta.
or evoke the peacefulness of idyllic rural scenery. If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity, they will not only be more likely to better appreciate the tradition, but also to pass
Me agrada
it
cómo
on to
piensas,
people of
Kekin.
tomorrow.
That's
Sé que
the
dice
way
Kenshin
our
ahí, pero
powers
la
can
forma
be
normal es
much
Kekin.
ahead of anyone else.
Well said, Miss Kuching. I've learned quite a bit myself.
As long as you're willing to listen, I'm happy to share.
Me
I
agrada.
also know quite a lot about the various folk traditions related to kites. For example, whenever a kite blew away, people would say it was the Adepti that summoned the wind to take it away as an offering. That way, you can turn an unfortunate event into an auspicious one.
What about something more fun?
Oye,
Do you
More fun. Let me think. Oh, I suppose we should
hola
first
Mario,
look
muchas
at
gracias
how
por
kites
pasarte
are
directo,
made.
te lo agradezco
There's
mucho, muchas
several different precious
gracias.
forms of traditional craftsmanship. My grandfather told me that back when he was a boy, children learned the art of kite making step by step from their elders. First, you use the thin strips of bamboo to construct the frame. Then, you draw a design of your choice on a piece of paper, paste it onto the frame.
Sí se me está
tie the
escuchando,
string.
¿verdad?
Then, you look towards the sky and release the kite to soar among the clouds. Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites, cut the string, and let them fly free. Others may place particular thoughts or meaning into the design itself.
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings? I'm gonna jot all of this down.
Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly typically symbolize freedom, happiness, or the desire to break free.
Fascinating. What else can you tell me?
Vaya,
The scissor
ya se
dove
emocionó
symbolize
demasiado la
a classic
Charlotte.
design. It symbolizes good fortune and joyful tidings. Different colors also have small variations in meaning.
Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols in Liyue? Kind of like the language of flowers in Fontaine.
I believe so. Most have probably heard something about it from their elders at some point. If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic
Ah,
I can
chinga.
lend you. They could be a useful reference.
That would be a huge help. Great. Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hand.
perfect? We're gonna take a look around.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home for a little while. I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is
Documentos para la noche del rito de la
contest on the native
linterna.
land
Vaya,
kite. If you're interested, you're more than welcome to bring a kite and participate.
qué hueva, pero estoy
The
seguro de
rules
que
are
ellos van a
simple.
participar.
Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit will receive a special honor along with a secret prize.
I've already prepared more than enough empty film for the event. I can see the spectacle already.
Oh,
Ahí
Paimon,
estaremos.
you said secret prize.
Oh, intenta ganarle a la Shan Yun.
Then I'll look forward to seeing your
No creo que alguien le vaya a
performance.
ganar a Shan Yun, o sea, ella es la mejor en ese aspecto. Aparte de que los inventos que le gusta crear tienen que ver con el viento, o sea, ella es la más apta para ganar.
Wait, Traveler? Take a peek to your right. Do you see those two people lurking over there?
Sí, las veo.
Paimon, or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just now? Great, so it wasn't just Paimon. Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be
Deberías
storing
fijarte un
trouble
poquito
during
más en el diseño.
Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know. Foil their plans before they even begin. You go right, Paimon will go left.
Pero Paimon, mensa, Orioles, presagio del firmamento, los colores de la primavera. Mensa.
Oh. It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before us. Your comportment suggests you believe us to have committed some heinous crime.
Whoa, where did this fuddy-duddy shopping. One look and we could tell you were up to no good. Tell us everything, starting with your name.
One bears no secrets before two such as yourselves. You stand in the presence of the
Sí,
mighty
son
and
ellos.
illuminated Adeptus. For the purpose of this foray into the mortal realm, however, you may address one as Hojong.
You kidding? That deer's got his head stuck so far up in the clouds. There's no way.
Tiene el nivel de arrogancia por las nubes. Es imposible que venir en persona al nivel.
You may want to hold your tongue, Paimon.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name,
Y entonces se supone que eres validador de montañas, ¿verdad?
right?
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The two
Voy a
of you
llevarme
are
Geu. Lástima.
Looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, the more likely it is that we...
La verdad, como que sí podían haber aprovechado a estos dos un poquito más. Podían haberlos hecho personajes jugables, pero bueno, se quedaron como CPUs.
We'll go straight to the Millilith and have you arrested for impersonating a deaf guy.
¿Por qué?
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
Right. Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And it...
During the last lantern rite, we gathered at Mount Hola with Rex Lapis and made use of Cloud Retainer's supreme cuisine machine to prepare
sí.
bamboo shoot soup. Perhaps the flavor of that soup was more than enough to whet one's appetite. As such, Cloud Retainer assented to my use of the device beyond that singular occasion, providing other recipes to boot. Since then, one has...
Lo hiciste, lo lograste. Pasaste el examen, bro.
Dabbled. Upon one's last sojourn to your mountain, did you not immediately hide the device behind a chunk of amber as soon as one's presence was known?
Did one not speak up on your behalf but a moment ago? This is how you choose to repay that kindness?
One is simply trying to emphasize the veracity of our...
That does not mean you should reveal personal matters so readily. They might think one bears no difference from Cloud Retainer. Forget it. One does not have the breath to waste on such petty trifles.
That might have been more detail than we needed. Seems like you two are the real deal, and Paimon's sorry for suspecting you. But, for beings as forgiving as yourselves, this is just water under the bridge, right?
You indeed have an agile mind. Cloud Retainer was not...
No en vano preservar las nubes te tienen alta estima. Claro que sí.
Paimon's still curious about something. It's just, Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come to the city, Mooncarver?
It is but an inevitable eventuality.
Vaya.
None of the mountains remained strangely idle since Cloud Retainer's move to with Lantern Rite near us.
Vaya, qué callado se quedó ya, ¿no?
Expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with an account of the festivities in advance. Yet to this day she has failed to appear.
Cloud Retainer is hardly the forgetful sort.
One must never rest idle in the face of that which demands action. And since our acquaintances dwell in Liyue Harbor, we had to travel here in
Pues nosotros sabemos dónde vive.
ourselves of their aid.
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a mechanical kite of sorts. It appears the essence of the situation has hitherto revealed itself.
Huh. So, you're not looking for Cloud Retainer anymore?
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain opaque to young Paimon. Given one's understanding, one can only imagine the anger that now
¿Por qué?
consumes her.
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition. She holds the belief that her skill in mechanics surpasses that of all...
La tecnología de Fontaine.
One surmises that she has shut herself away, refused all company, and buried herself in the study of her own creations. However, if you do happen to cross paths with her over the next few days, do pass along one's regards.
Sure, leave it to us.
Déjanos a
Come
nosotros.
back, enjoy the scenery, and happy lantern ride.
Feliz rito de la linterna.
Kind words. We shall now depart.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? All that trouble and it turned out to be people we
Sí.
knew all along. Well, it's still pretty early. Let's head over and check. Paimon wants to see what kinds of kites we can buy to use in the competition.
Pues vamos. Ay, pues poco no lo marca. A ver, comentas, please.
Welcome. Are the two of you looking to buy a kite? Would you like me to go over the different designs?
Ah, mira, hay una de la cámara de Jade. Increíble.
And a butterfly! And oh!
Ah, this jade chamber design is our newest. It's been selling like crazy over the past 2 days.
Does it also have a unique meaning?
Of course. The jade chamber symbolizes wealth and abundance. The kite bearing its design is said to
Vaya.
bring riches in the future.
Ya acabas de alterar a Paimon con solo decir eso.
Oh, now that's Paimon's kind of kite.
I apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares in order, Miss Genuine?
Yes, they're just over there. The paper, bamboo, and dyes. All the necessary kite-making materials.
Wonderful. I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the goods to Yilong Wharf for you.
Puerto Yilong.
Yilong Wharf? Oh, wonder what that place is like during Lantern Rite.
Well, if the two of you are interested in going to Yilong Wharf, then could I trouble you to find Gami?
Llamar a Gaming y entregar juntos estas mercancías.
Is Gaming the guard you just mentioned?
Yes. The communications office handles shipments and transports around Liyue. He works for the Secure Transport Agency, one of our sub-organizations. The problem is, many of my colleagues have taken leave during Lantern Rite to spend time with their families.
Bueno, pues nosotros estamos aquí para ayudar.
Has seen a dramatic decrease recently. If you were willing to help out, then I could get a head start on my next appointment.
You do seem really pressed for time.
Te ayudaremos.
Oh, wonderful. You will, of course, be compensated for your efforts. Now, at this time of day, Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity. Just follow the main road until you see the head of a Wushu dance costume.
Be sure to come back if you'd like to buy a kite. I'll even give you a discount.
Gracias, qué amable. Bueno, como hay que avanzar, Shen-Yun. Vaya. Aquí estamos, ¿dónde
Wait, I
estás?
thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum tomorrow? Look at you. Scout like that for much longer and your face might stay that way.
Al principio yo pensé que ese tipo iba a ser mujer.
How about this? You extend the invitation and I'll pay.
¿Qué lógica es esa?
Hey, Gaming, you're always the one picking up the tab. I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I just didn't expect you to come from behind to win like that.
That was nothing. All in a day's work, friend.
Perfect, Gaming is here. Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communications office who needs you to deliver some goods to Yilong Wharf.
Oh, it must have been Longzhou. Looks like I've got work. Gotta go.
Sure, go do your thing.
Nos vemos.
Let's have a rematch when you get back. I won't let you win so easily next time.
¿Qué es eso de allí? Lo de la derecha.
Alrighty, you can hand the goods over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off your hands.
It wasn't that bad. It's just some kite-making materials. Plus, we didn't have to walk very far.
Kite-making materials. I see. I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, I owe you one. Ah, and you must be the traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for your help.
Huh? You know us?
There probably aren't many in Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. You're quite
Es normal, si es el de ten por seguro que nos van a conocer.
Excuse Longzhou if he forgot to thank you. Take my thanks in his place. He's a good guy. He's just been super busy lately, running around from place to place. Don't be too hard on him, yeah?
No te preocupes.
So, you here for Lantern, right?
Yep. It's always so lively this time of year. We were actually hoping we could tag along to Yilong Wharf and have a look around.
Perfect. We'll go together then. I'm good with directions, so just follow me. Trust me, I know my way around. We can exchange stories, tell jokes, or just chat.
Me cae muy bien, es muy animado y
There are a
enérgico.
couple of good places to eat along our route. We can stop and grab a bite when it's
No
time.
manches, este tipo va directo al grano.
The ingredients are fresh, the portions are generous, and the prices won't break the bank. You can
Order anything?
Paimon está empezando a salivar.
Hey, did you really have to call Paimon out like that in front of our new friend?
No digas esas cosas delante de su novio.
my friends too. You need to pack anything up before we hit the road? I can wait.
Nope, our things are always packed and ready. We're pretty much travel experts at this point.
Eso es todo.
Oh, that's right. Then let's get going. If we run into any trouble, you can count on me.
Yo también sé pelear. Bueno, ella sabe pelear, yo no. ¿Eh? ¿Ya está rápido esto? Me encantan estas animaciones. Nunca me voy a cansar de decirlo. Xiangling y Yao Yao. Gaming. Xianyun. Esta Xianyun. Habla con Xianyun. No manches. ¿Cuántas millones no dieron? Habla con Xiaxing. No Xianyun. Bien, menso. Fiebre festiva. Hay tantos que reclamar. Autogemas, skin de Shinkyu. Gaming. Yo voy a reclamar a Gaming. O sea, a tomar por saco. 600 puntos, 800, 1200. 800 puntos y nos regalan un personaje. Gaming creo que es la mejor opción ahorita. Festividades de los Alegres. Se desbloquea tras un día. Asunto. ¡Ah, son 4! Manifest. Scatter. Skywars. ¡Ah! ¡A la madre! Están tomar por saco. Yo pensé que estaba más cerca. Ah, chinga. Se refiere a la nueva zona, no manches. Yo pensé que iba a ser aquí al lado del Lue. Me engañaron. ¿Y cuándo verá mi hermosa Shenhe? Quiero verla. Quiero verla con su traje ya puesto.
The docks are just a bit further. One step at a time. Hang in there. Wait, get behind me. I'll handle this.
Aquí es mi gaming. 57, 147. ¿Este es mi gaming o es otro? No, definitivamente es otro. Ese no es el mío. Ay, este es muy bueno. La set 4 está muy bueno. No mames. Oye, la C6 está muy rota, ¿eh?
Sorry, pal.
Skywars.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Another test subject.
Up to it, Manzai.
Skywars.
Seems like we really can't go anywhere without running into treasure hoarders, can we?
Yeah, it's not uncommon for deliveries to get intercepted. That's why this job needs guards like us.
Paimon was impressed by your moves back there. You seem like a real pro at your job.
Oh, that's not a skill I learned on the job. It's just a hobby. Have you ever heard of wushu dancing?
Algo he oído.
Really? Wushu dancing is famous in Chunyu Vale. Performers might be invited to promote the opening of a business or to spread good fortune during a holiday season. But I must admit, it has nothing on the popularity of the Liyue opera.
Y te pasca
Also,
Yunjin.
aware that people in Liyue Harbor aren't exactly jumping at the chance to watch wushu dancing. So, it's not something I do full-time.
Huh? You have 2 jobs? How do you have the energy to do all bit.
¿Quién sabe?
It's not that tiring. You just have to take a rest.
Paimon gets it, so you must sleep a lot then.
Not really. Just yesterday, I stayed up all night playing cards.
Oh,
Let's go. The docks are just up ahead.
Vamos.
Unleash!
Unleash. Camin se acerca y habla con el barquero que está descansando en el muelle. Es en apenas un instante y ya está llamándoles para subir a bordo.
finally we can rest. Ooh, Paimon's shoulders are so stiff. And her stomach so empty.
Sorry. Did I push the pace a bit too much? I mean, you were the ones who said you were travel experts.
Leo is just too hilly. Floating up and down so much. Where's Paimon out?
Aw. Would you like some winter melon cake? I have some on me that I bought from a store.
Yes, Paimon will take all you got.
¡Oye!
You might want to pace yourself there, or you'll be too full to eat a proper meal later.
Paimon never gets too full. Just like you apparently never get tired, no matter how far you walk.
¡Qué buenas referencias usaste! Te salvaste de penitas.
I see. Then here you go, Paimon. And for you, traveler. Enjoy. And here's some for you too, Uncle Bosu. Don't think I forgot about you, my friend.
Donde gente se lleva bien con todo el mundo y trata a todos como si fueran sus amigos.
That hit the spot. Paimon thought
¿Será algo bien con Xianyun?
for a minute.
That close of a call, huh? I've been eating winter melon cake ever since I was a kid. You can buy them from all sorts of places, whether it's a small vendor on the side of the road or a big restaurant in the city. But each place produces cakes with a slightly different flavor. If you like these ones, I can give you the address of the shop I bought them from. I'll just have to check when we get back. All my jabbering must be making it difficult for you to enjoy the scenery in peace, huh? Don't be afraid to tell me to zip it for a little while, okay? Really, I won't be offended.
Vaya cómo habla.
Paimon is kind of enjoying listening to your
Repiquetear con un tambor.
Aw, a fed Paimon is a happy Paimon, huh?
Hey, Paimon could be in a good mood anytime she wants.
No te la creo. Poco a poco te vas sumergiendo en las bellezas de las montañas y los ríos. Antes de que te des cuenta, la pista del puerto de Yilong te da la bienvenida. No me tomó el tiempo suficiente para ver este lugar. O sea, sí, ya me pueden ver que está muy bien, está explorado de una manera
Don't
decente,
forget your
pero
things and watch
no me he
yourself.
tomado el tiempo de estar explorando todo. O sea, de estar contemplando las vistas y todo eso. Necesito ir y
Thanks
explorar
for
las
the reminder,
ciudades.
Bosu. You take care of yourself now. Okay, follow me. This way is fastest. We'll have to take the elevator up to the secure transport.
El ascensor.
Scatter! Skyward!
Skywards.
Manifest!
Manifest. ¿Y cómo llamamos al ascensor? Ah, mira, ya está bajando.
Scatter!
En subida. Ojalá esta habilidad elemental también se pueda usar en el aire, o se pudiera usar en el aire. Es que te dio teleport, pero hay muchas veces que es mejor tomar las rutas de la ciudad y tomarse su tiempo para ver todo.
Hey, slow down. I'm begging ya.
What is it? No one's gonna try any funny business when the street is this packed, right?
Así es como se entra a un lugar, chicos.
Oh, well.
Come on, spit it out.
Do you see that group of people over there?
¿Qué tiene?
Those are my relatives.
Wow, you sure have a big family.
Once they start buying things, they won't stop perusing till it gets dark.
They're your family, not your arch enemies. What's there to be afraid of? Unless. Did you do something horrible to them?
No, it's not that. I'm just not that good at dealing with my family. It would be best if we could steer clear of them. I'll explain more when we have the chance, but right now, we've got a job to do.
Tú no has visto nada, soy un producto de tu imaginación, así es.
That looks pretty packed. Let's go straight. Slow and steady wins the race.
Ya se fueron, sigamos. ¿Por qué caminas tan rápido? ¿Cuántos familiares tienes tú?
Let's wait here for a second. Maybe my aunt will leave.
Tía de gaming. Uno, dos, tres,
She's gone. Let's go.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Turn left. Run.
Y
To the right and...
llegamos, lo lograste, no te detectaron. Y
Guys are good. I'm impressed.
ya verías que son, estoy impresionado.
It was a piece of cake. Oh, winter melon cake to be exact.
Vaya,
You really
frases
like
que
it.
enamoran, sé que te ha gustado, ¿eh? Pues entonces te compraré una montaña de pastelillos tan alta que podrías nadar en ella.
As long as you don't wind up drowning, Paimon.
Glotona. ¿Cuánto tiempo llevamos de directo?
Hey, Uncle
Ay,
Dad.
noches.
These are my friends, the Traveler and Paimon. They came to deliver some goods with me. So, I guess I'll go ahead and take these over to Uncle Yongzan then?
Yes, thanks for your hard work. I should thank you both for your trouble as well. Please take a seat and rest for a bit. I'll prepare some tea.
Qué amable.
No need. We'll be off soon anyway.
Hey, we're already here, aren't we? No harm in taking a load off for a bit. Plus, I know the Secure Transport Agency has some great Songhua tea stashed around here somewhere. Anyway, you just sit down and relax, Uncle Jergway. Who would I be if I just sat here and let you go through all this trouble?
No se queda quieto ese
About to
chamaco.
drop these goods off anyway. What's a little extra time on my feet? Oh, you aren't too picky, right, Traveler? I know Paimon prefers things on the sweeter side, so I won't steep the tea too long.
Aw, you noticed what Paimon likes?
Qué bien escuchas. Me cae muy bien, gaming. Pero quédate quieto un momento, Dios mío
How long
santo.
have you two known Gaming?
Hoy mismo.
Oh, not long at all. We just kind of tagged along on his trip to Yulong Wharf. He's just a super welcoming guy. We became friends. You...
That's just how he is. He's the attentive sort. Really knows how to look after his own. A while ago, one of our guards had to take off work. Said his joints were hurting due to the rain. Gaming personally went all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some medicine for him from Dr. Baiju, then traveled through the night
Es un
to bring it
grande.
back to him. That young man has such a good head on his shoulders. How can anyone not love him? I mean, there is his dad.
Uncle Yongzan says he doesn't have the personnel to spare for this delivery right now. So what do you think, Uncle Jergway? Should I go ahead and...
El amor está en el aire.
Trouble
Sí,
enough already.
sí,
It's
totalmente.
kite-making materials, though. Could be for a kid. I'm sure the sender wants it delivered before Lantern Night. Oh, by the way, here.
All right then. Deliver it if you want to.
Ooh, are you free in 2 days? How about we grab some dim sum from Shinya Kiosk? My treat, and don't even think about trying to pay.
Dios mío, eres demasiado amable, Diosito santo.
Don't
Para
mention
este
it.
14 de
Just
febrero no
think
espero
this is a
absolutamente
thank you
nada
for
como
all
todos
your
los años.
Besides,
Ya somos dos.
thing between me and my family.
Ya somos
It's
dos.
a long story. It might take some time to tell.
Sounds good. Paimon never says no to free food.
Entonces nos vemos en el kiosco Shinyue.
See you in 2 days. Oh, and Paimon, make sure not to eat too much before then. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Vaya, qué amable chico. ¿Está subestimando a Paimon? Paimon le demostrará cuánto es capaz de comer.
She can really eat. Anyway, is Gaming's family situation really that and diligent worker. It's hard to imagine a guy like that being troubled by...
How should I put it? Since he already plans to tell you himself, you don't need an old man like me to add my 2 cents. You seem to be around the same age, so you might have a lot in common.
Sí, claro, esta morra tiene más de 500 años.
If you have the
Esa morra tiene más de 500 años y que tenga la misma edad.
it can say, we provide aid and speak.
Well, I can certainly arrange that. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
Wait, seriously? Paimon was just joking, but
Seems like gaming really has rubbed off on
Te
you.
está pegando el tono bromista de gaming.
Would you like some more tea? I think there's some left.
no thanks. We came all this way and still haven't gotten a chance to look around the wharf. We should see the kinds of kites they got.
No es mala idea.
Right then. Please do let me know if you'd like more tea.
Muchas gracias. Eres muy amable. Así es como pasamos nosotros. ¡A la madre! ¡Qué buena!
These could be salvaged for parts.
No esperaba encontrarme eso, pero fue increíble. Nos terminamos encontrando con alguien aquí, ¿verdad? Que sabía que nos íbamos a encontrar con ella. Ah, que tú estás aquí. Esto aquí.
The way you speak, one might have presumed you were displeased to be in one's presence.
Hola, Shen-yun.
Take note, Paimon. You could learn a thing or two about how to respect your elders.
Ugh, starting on the elder stuff already, huh? Shouldn't you be back in your cave tinkering away at some kite-related thing?
Enterarse increíbles por tierra y por mar. Buscar para lugares buscar para lugares aún sin explorar, porque tú eres amigable. Date prisa, vamos ya. Salvar los animales, Silver Register, con el super traje animal. Aventura con los Krats. Ok.
And what's with that huge box next to you? Ah! Paimon gets it. You're here to do some shopping, aren't you?
And what of it?
¿Y qué si es así?
Qixing's decision to integrate Fontanian technology into said kite flying competition is of no consequence.
Pobrecita.
Did you expect one to willfully compete against the whimsical trends of worldly sentiment? Or perhaps even
Eso fueron el moldeador de la montaña y el escultor de la luna.
It's not that we think those things exactly. That's just what Mountain Shaper and Moon Carver told us. Or Tia something and Ho. Paimon can't be bothered to remember what their aliases were called. Anyway, they went to Liyue Harbor to look for you. They even asked us to pass along their regards if we ran into you. Tianyin?
It appears time has quite flown since one's arrival in Liyue.
Se había olvidado de ellos.
How could one shall have to bring them back some divine herbs to atone for this slight.
¿Nunca he visto aventuras con los Krats? No, o al menos no que yo recuerdo.
A great thought has illuminated one's mind once again. Perhaps you two could wait here whilst one performs this task. It'll be but a moment.
Huh? Wait, here? You really just gonna ditch us here to watch your stuff? Oh, that woman really just does whatever she wants.
Este mundo está perdido. Sigue soñando con eso. Bueno, no estás equivocado ahora que lo pienso. Te dejo a ti de digerir las cosas, Paimon.
Hey, not you too, traveler. Just come back soon, okay? Paimon doesn't want...
Welcome. Please have a look around. We only sell teas of the finest quality, sourced directly from Chaoying Village. Might I recommend the Songlo variety?
Now, that sounds promising. 2 boxes will do.
Wonderful. By the way, we're actually running a special lantern rite promotion. Buy 3 boxes, get 10% off. 4.
No está nada mal. Podría darle una red lápiz y otra pink.
One might as well give some to Morax and Ping too.
Dios mío, esto es de lo que se puede pensar. Esto es de lo que se puede pensar.
I see. Are you intending to give these as gifts?
No puede ser.
Perhaps I can interest you in these exquisite gift sets. Buy 10, get half off.
Se están aprovechando de ella, chicos. No. No. Shen-yun, sé inteligente. Bueno, está siendo inteligente al aprovechar todo eso.
Look at the magnificent design, and the red ribbon gives quite
Ah.
there, don't you think?
¿Y tú qué haces espiando?
Be sure to impress any lucky friend or family member.
boxes.
Gran cazador de demonios y a mis aprendices.
One factors in the conqueror.
No puede ser. No. No.
10, a nice round number, don't you think? Of course you do. I'll even shave a little.
Ahí hay mucha trama. Demasiada trama para unas
That is
cajas.
agreeable. One will.
Of course, right away.
Como tú pretendes aprovechar, te juro, te mato.
I see you have quite the eye for fine items, mademoiselle.
No puede ser. Estás
Might
aprovechando.
also be of interest to you.
Te están aprovechando de ella. Déjate aprovecharte. No manches, te vas a quedar pobre a este paso, Yang Yun. No, pobrecita, pobrecita. Dejen de aprovecharse de ella. Iluminas algo.
I'm a toy merchant from Fontaine. You'll get nothing but the finest and most intricate clockwork toys Mora can buy here.
No, ¿qué tiene? No, espérate, a este le gusta la tecnología. No, no. Son demasiados.
Perhaps you could enlighten me then. When should said
No refieres a trama.
arrived?
Vaya por Dios. Entonces no sé a qué te refieres.
That is, of course, best understood by playing with them your...
¿Qué?
There is no need for that.
Mademoiselle.
Give me your newest and finest model, and be sure to package it securely.
Ah, of course. Here you go. The instruction manual is...
I can do without. Thank you. Many watchful eyes surround this place. If one were to be spotted purchasing a mechanical toy such as this, there is no harm in bringing it back to...
Será mejor que vea antes de que Sean Yun me descubra.
Oh, Shenyan, did your shopping go smooth?
Naturally. One may not delight in social interactions, but that does not mean one lacks in faculties.
Puede que Sean Yun es muy influenciable por las tácticas de ventas. Solo echar un vistazo se nota que su caja está rebosada.
And you too.
Mejor
You're
colgate.
not here to purchase things?
¿Qué de ustedes? ¿No han venido a comprar algo?
Haven't had time yet. It doesn't look like there are any kite stalls around Elon Wharf, but it does look like there are lots of goods from Fontaine.
Pues sí, está aquí al lado.
You are also planning to participate in the kite flying competition then? One means to say, you along with all the other youths. One has been entreated to share one's kite-making expertise, and indeed, there was little one could do about such persistent supplication.
Así, ¿quién puede
One was
negarse?
energetic and earnest, and one had no choice but to acquiesce to these requests. And thus, one will be organizing a kite-making workshop to provide personal instruction in this art form.
Oh, who will be participating then?
Shuyu, Shenhe, Ganyu, and Yayo.
Wow, that's quite a few people.
Shuyu, Shenhe, Yanyu y Yao Yao. Eso rimó bien perrón,
Kite to participate in the competition. You can't just buy one ready-made and call it a day.
You speak of those equipped with the mechanical lifting device, do you not? Tis nothing but a
Ay, le gana esta borra el mecanismo. Si siquiera Fontaine. ¿Cuánto tiene tu cuerpo que no ve agua, Silver? Yo qué sé.
Of meticulous study. Let us not speak of the source of the mechanism's power, but rather its structure. It is composed of materials as light as bamboo and as strong as iron. This composition grants it the lightness of weight to ascend into the sky and the durability to follow the wind for many a mile. It is built with a series of intersecting rods that... Never mind. It is unlikely the two of you will understand, even should one expend the effort to explain.
O sea, ¿cuántos años tenés que no te bañas? Si me bañé hace nada.
Talk about it though.
So,
¿En qué para tú?
attending the workshop or not?
Wait, you've been trying to invite us this entire time?
Parece interesante.
All right then. No need to prepare the materials in any case.
Muy amable, Shan Yun. Te queremos todos.
Arrive at Mount Outsong in 2 days. I shall be expecting you around midday.
Are you leaving? Don't you want to guard to help you with that big box of yours?
Ay, esa morra es más capaz de defenderse que ella sola.
Jest. One goes as one pleases.
O sea, ¿a quién le estás hablando? Paimon, ¿no te das cuenta de que estás hablando con uno de los seres más poderosos del Lue? Ah, chinga, esa cosa está volando sola.
What kind of invention is that?
Es lo que le digo.
The floating toting device.
Les digo, a esta morra nadie le gana en mecanismos. Es muy inteligente y aparte es una diosa.
Down the street. She seems so confident. But everyone around. But anyway, that box of hers seems to be full of those mechanical lifty thingamabobs. Not that Paimon was peeking or anything. She just
Sí, claro. Chale, me humilló. Música del pingüino.
accidentally brushed
Cuac,
the
cuac,
other
cuac. Creo que era esa, ¿no?
know it, all the stuff inside almost came
Ah, esa era otra.
Paimon even went out of her way to keep it all together.
¿Qué voy a hacer contigo, Paimon?
Paimon say is that Shenyu sure does try.
Demasiado orgullosa. Pero eso es bueno.
What did she call it again? A crude piece of mortal machinery? Paimon bet she just can't wait to take it apart and see how it's made.
Sí, suena algo que yo haría.
We should probably act like we didn't see anything though. You know, after all, that is the
Pero estaría tratando con respeto a sus mayores, ¿verdad?
himself.
No sé, tú dime. Orioles, presagio del firmamento. Muy bien, chicos, ya saben ustedes cómo me encanta a mí terminar los directos en Genshin Impact, así que vamos a por ello. ¿Con qué equipo lo hago? Vamos viendo cómo sería el equipo de Xiao con una Xianyun. No me vendría nada mal. A ver, vamos a usarlo.
I trust you have packed ample foodstuffs.
Vamos a usar este equipo. Y aquí sí necesito el otro arma. Ah, mira, ya lo tiene puesto. Gracias. Y a ti te vamos a dar todo lo que tiene Shenhe. ¿Por qué? Porque no tengo artefactos para mejorar los propios. Aquí está uno. No es la del violín. Shenhe, 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 Shenhe. Temas que había. Aquí estás. Hermosísima mi Shenhe. Ese creo que era una máscara. Aquí está. No, no era esa. Esta. Era esta. Este puede mejorar y un montón, porque tiene maestría elemental y recarga de energía, pero tiene ataque. Voy a ver si hay uno de casualidad. Daño crítico, probabilidad crítica, daño crítico, ataque. Mira, este es perfecto. No mames, este es perfecto. Todo lo que tenía el otro. Y un por dos. Perfecto. Oye, eso me encantó. Uy, casi alcanzo, casi alcanzo los 4000 de ataque. Su recarga de energía disminuyó mucho porque el otro casco tenía más. Y este no se mejoró nada la recarga de energía, pero bueno. Estoy haciendo un gran rollo por nada más hacer una pequeña. Pero sí veo qué cambios tengo que hacer con Xiao y todos los demás.
Useless. Boring.
Skyward! Scatter!
Skywars. El directo fue tan corto como tú ya sabes. No sé, fíjate. Pero bueno, todavía no termina el directo. Todavía me falta hacer el enfrentamiento que siempre hago en los directos. Bueno, no todos, porque hay algunos que sí los omito por el hecho de que los directos se me hicieron muy largos o otras cosas. Igual mañana les traigo directo de Minecraft. Oye, güey, ya tenemos 10 días y no capítulo de Skibidi Toilet. ¿En serio? ¿Pasaron ya 10 días? Yo pensé que había pasado menos. 10 días sin un nuevo capítulo de Skibidi Toilet, vaya. Entonces ya no debe tardar mucho en el siguiente. Solo me gustaría checar. ¿Cuántos segundos dura la máquina esta cochina de Shengyun? Duración 16 segundos, es de las que más dura. Entonces tengo que dejarlo a la mitad. La Fox dijo que lo subiría más seguido. Eh, pues sí, en eso tienes razón.
The eye sweeps the land. Inferior. Off we go. Lightning falls on the land of eternity. Strike a pop. Useless.
Everybody stand back!
Evil conquering. Here.
Shut it.
This body is eternal.
Ya te puedes esquivar. No puede ser, me mató. Pero ya la maté. Listo, ya. Ya que apareció, o que creo que es Mail07. Ok. Pero bueno, según yo, Daft Punk iba a subir videos más seguidos después del capítulo 70, porque sé que el capítulo 70 es largo. Después de ese ya iban a ser más seguidos, pero según yo, estos no iban a ser seguidos, o sea, sí iba a tomar su tiempo con estos. Pero bueno, pues bueno chicos, pues hasta aquí llegará el directo del día de hoy. Espero que como siempre les haya gustado. Ya no sé cuántas veces he enfrentado a la show. La neta es que ya me la rifé con tantas veces que me la he matado. Pero bueno chicos, espero que como siempre les haya gustado. Muchas gracias. No te olvides de reaccionar al video del infierno de Dante. Mira, tú déjame el link del video del que quieres que reaccione, porque vi muchas cosas y no estoy seguro de cuál debo reaccionar. Así que mándame el link del video en el comentario de este directo y yo lo voy a reaccionar. Pero bueno chicos, pues hasta aquí será el directo del día de hoy. Espero que como siempre les haya gustado. Si quieren, ya saben, si quieren que haga estos minijuegos en directo o en video, por favor solo decírmelo. Y pues, ¿qué más voy a decir? Muchas gracias a todos los que estuvieron y nos vemos hasta la próxima. Adiós.